one up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action.
Coach, the rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Baltimore Ravens. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down here as the penalty flags come in right away, and we may have a face mask here right at the start.
Let's go.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
56, the mark. 56. Check 56. That's right, baby. They don't want it. 56.
Now Taylor. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
Move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mike's 56. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. That's it. Shut up.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
On 3rd down. Taylor, and he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. He'll get this up to the 34, and a good lane opening up right away for him. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And Marquell Lee with a stop defensively.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Come on, boy.
From the 31, Jackson. And he's got Fuller. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 12-yard line.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback. that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. They run for the first time with Justice Hill, and he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On third down, Jackson to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
On first down, Swift, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Winston. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Now Winston. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. They'll throw again. Winston under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. To throw is Winston. The pass complete to Hakeem Butler.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
On 3rd down, Winston. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, Swift, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Raiders have taken the lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Jackson now. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 77 yards. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that 2nd play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for...
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now again, right side. It's Taylor, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
Ready? Fire in the mark. Crunch time, defense.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss.
Let's go. This is Pittsburgh. Let's go. Rip right. 56 the mic. 56 is the mic. Watch the curl. Watch the curls.
Now on 2nd and 13, Jackson. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 15-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Taylor. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Here we go.
Now it's Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Now, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Ready? Blue. Check 53. And let's get them home.
Jameis now on first down. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Winston now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Winston. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
They can't stop us. They cannot hold us down. We're going to keep getting sacks.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 36 yards out. Bolnick's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Ready. Black 25. Here we go. Here we go. Wait.
Off the play fake, Winston. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Another incompletion with that one. He's just 7 of 14 throwing the football. 50%. Typically not going to get it done, is it?
And let's just make it simple. And that's exactly why they trail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Winston. He's got his man. It's Butler. 25 yards that time.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ready. Black 22. Check 53. Smart. Here we go.
First down, Winston. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Ready.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Jameis to throw it. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And brought down down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jameis again. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Jameis now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. The throw complete here to Williams. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Winston. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now a give, right side. Taylor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
To throw is Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Maurice Hurst with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. Now the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over.
Ready? White 25. You must be true.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's Winston. It's complete to Williams. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, Winston. The open man here, Renfro. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland 1st down. Now Winston. And he rifles one incomplete. He was trying to get it to Hakeem Butler there, but it's going to be second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To the air again with Winston. This is Butler making the catch. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Hakeem Butler, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Trying to lay one up deep. And that one incomplete. They tried to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play.
17.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
No. 56, the mic, boys. 56. Check, 56.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good, and an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. In a tie game 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. To throw is Winston. Finding Williams once more, complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They'll throw again. Winston eluding the pressure right. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A Raider first down, 17 yards. A first down throw for Winston. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Action. Switch.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Winston. He's got it to Williams. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
On 1st and 10, Winston. That's complete to Butler. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Ready? Black 25. 53. You remember me? Here we go.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Winston now after the fumble recovery. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, Winston. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? They'll roll him out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game, possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Switch up, switch up.
Winston.
Watch the screen, screen. Watch the screen.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
He was brought down by Devon Kennard. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps him in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. He ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Jackson. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
this challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. Here's Winston. Got his man. It's Williams. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He's back to throw. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. It may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A gain there of 21 yards.
Ready? 525. Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on.
Winston to throw. Well, this is caught by Williams. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
It's a gain of 8.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. They'll look to throw. It's Williams on the catch. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
A pickup of 2 yards. First down, Raiders.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.